Good morning. Welcome to Sacred Enzyme. I hope that you're doing well. I hadn't done any videos in a little bit, and I'll just go ahead and, since this is about just being honest and being real, my brother's been gone for a year this past week, and so it's been a really hard week for me. And, I've lost both my brothers, and I'm the only one left, and it is a very lonely feeling. I'll be honest with you. I was in tears this morning because uh, I woke up about 2 something in the morning. I couldn't go back to sleep, so I took my dogs out, and I have this little app on my phone that helps you look at the stars, and it tells you it's like a star app. I got it a long time ago, and for some reason I stopped using it. But I keep getting a meditation that I need to get a telescope, and I don't have one. And to get a good telescope, they're expensive. And my father-in-law, he has a tripod for a telescope that he gave to me, and he said, "Here, I think you could use this." But the interesting thing about my father-in-law is that I absolutely loved him, and I wish that he would have come to live with us a long time before he did, because he was such an interesting person. I mean, he knew so much about the Bible, and he was just he was just an amazing man. He was one of the most kindest people I've ever met, and he was so romantic. He was just a beautiful man. He really was, and he was just cute all the way to the end. And we moved him here, and so we packed up his house. There were a lot of things he was very sentimental, and there were a lot of sentimental things that he wanted to bring, and he made some furniture, and we have that, and we have their dining room furniture, which was a china cabinet, which I actually put in my kitchen, and I use it for a baking station. And I really wanted to reuse everything that was Pop's in our home, because I really want to honor him, and I really believe in using things, and recycling instead of throwing things away. I mean, it's not good for the planet. And stuff that was made a long time ago is made really good. So anyway, he had a cedar chest, and my husband had moved his brother, who we moved here, and he moved out of his apartment, and so all of this furniture came to our house. So there was a cedar chest there, and for some reason it was put in front of my closet, and I was trying to hang up my clothes. So I go to slide it. I just thought it was a table, and I realized it had a lid on it, and I was like, "Whoa, what's this?" Because the investigator in me is absolutely not going to let that go. So then I see that it's a cedar chest. So then I'm looking for a button. I find it. I open it up, and I'm digging around in there, and there was a little tiny wooden box in the bottom. And I found this ring in here, and I felt like it was Pop's giving me this ring. And it's a sapphire, and it was too big, but I believe belonged to his father-in-law. So this is a really old ring, and I think it comes from Switzerland, because they were from the Swiss Alps. They immigrated here, and they were German Jews. And so my husband, he was raised by some really amazing Jewish German people, and they were Jehovah's Witness. And now that have been studying all this stuff a lot more, I've come to realize that the Jehovah's Witnesses had some things that I really believe are true. And one of the things is about mixing blood, because there's cells are alive in your blood, and there's memories attached to those cells, and those cells are intelligent. And it's not, see, the thing is that people are so caught up in their ego. They think that everything is about classism, and it's not about what race you are. That is like irrelevant. I think that whole mindset was indoctrinated into everybody just so they would stop talking at a point, that it would trigger them so much. I mean, this is what happens when you get 7 generations of trauma passed on your bloodline. You get so triggered easy about everything. This is not, it's programming. We've been programmed since we were born. So, this has been a rough week for me, but I know that my family's with me in spirit. And I was outside, and, you know, I was talking to God outside when I took my dogs out there, and I was looking through my star app, and I was just thinking to myself, you know, where am I from? You know, where do I come from? Do I come from like some other solar system? Am I from like, I don't know, am I from someplace? You know, where am I from, God? Where am I from? I know I'm here. I'm supposed to be doing stuff. You know, people talk about being star seeds and stuff because our souls are so old. And I mean, yeah, our souls are really old. That's why we got to wake up. That's why we're waking up right now. That's what this age is all about that we're in. Everything is coming forward and it's being unveiled. And so, you know, there's going to be some rough stuff coming our way. Because before anything can get better, we got to clean up the mess. And this age is all about truth. And with truth, there's going to be some pain. Because, you know, that old saying, you can't handle the truth. Some people can't hardly handle the truth. But, you know, truth is coming forth in this age. And this is why we will go into a golden age. But before we'll have some tough times. This is what they're talking about with tribulations. Because there's tribulations every time that we end an era. See? And so, you know, I'm learning a lot of stuff about Jesus right now. I'm learning a lot of stuff about our timeline. I'm learning a lot of stuff about Atlantis. Because I'm getting all these memories. And, you know, I pray and I talk to the mother and I stop eating blood. I think that eating blood is one of the things that's keeping us from being to use our consciousness right. Because it's the poison is in a lot of the meat. And a lot of people, they have their enzymes are destroyed because their gut bacteria is bad. So I was out there and I was talking. And I was just saying that, you know, I was just saying that really heartfelt because I really want to know. I really want to know. And I took my phone, put it away, and I just looked up and a star caught my eye, and I felt like it was twinkling at me. I'd not noticed it before, and then for some reason, so then I got out my star map again, and I was looking to see what star it is because it tells you what it all is, and it gives this cool shape around it. And maybe that's why I was told that I needed a telescope, is that I need to study the stars more. But it was a planet or star called Lyran, Lyra, Lyra, I believe was what it was called. So then I was trying to look up stuff on the solar system Lyra, but it correlates with that cat, the feline one, and I can believe that. My daughter, I say she acts just like a cat. She's as leisure can be. She's all about leisure. And Garrett, he's more like a dog. And, you know, they're twins. So when I was outside, I was thinking about that, and I noticed that. And then my son was in the kitchen. He got up to cook some food because him and his friends meet like once a year online and play this game. So they had just wrapped it up, and it was like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. So he was starving because he didn't even eat supper last night. And he was in the kitchen. And so he had asked me something, and I went in there. And then when I went back in the living room to get my cup of coffee, I see this, looked like a power surge. It felt like it shook the whole room. It was so quick. It happened so quick. I said to my son, I said, did you feel that? Did you see that? What was that? What was that? I kept saying, what was that? What was that? I couldn't figure out what it was. But it almost looked like a light just went poof like that. Like when a light bulb blows out, kind of looked like that. And it was behind my couch, but I felt it. It like shook the room. That was really weird. Maybe it was seismic. I wonder if a space shuttle or something landed this morning. So anyway, my son didn't see or hear anything, so I don't know. So, you know, after he got done and he said he was going to go take a couple hours sleep and get up, I started meditating. And I said, you know, I'm going to do some work today. And, I know that we all got to get busy. We got to get serious. And I haven't been feeling my best lately. And I've been run down. And, in one of my meditations, I was told hormones. And so, I've realized that, so yesterday I started taking my estrogen again, because I've went off all of my medications, and I've gained weight. And so when I went and seen my cardiologist for my checkup, he got all over my butt because my thyroid was off, my cholesterol, I had like high cholesterol, my LDH was up. I've never had that in my life. Even when I weighed 330 pounds, I've never had a problem with that. So I was trying to figure out why in the world that would be correlated. And so after studying, I realized it is. But I'm going to do a whole new video on that. So I'm going to get to the point real quick, because I've already talked for 10 minutes about this. So I come in here and I get ready to sit and share this information that I've been studying on. And touch base with the channel, see how everybody's doing. And so I turn on my, Alexa device in here, and I tell it to play a song that I've been singing all week. It's Carrying Your Love With Me by George Strait. So I asked it to play that. And so I was the song played, and I was printing out things that I was going to discuss, because I like to have everything here. And I was talking to Archangel Michael, and I said, Archangel Michael, please guide my path today. Bring me divine inspiration, help this place be a better place, this world be a better place, and let's all wake up, help everybody wake up. That's what I was talking to outside. I'm like, where do I come from, God? Where am I from? And why am I here? Why am I here? My brothers are not here. How is that fair? I think that it's just not fair. And I walked back into my office after getting everything together for this thing, and this song was playing, and for some reason it stopped me right in my tracks. And normally I don't listen to Garth Brooks, I don't normally listen to him, and a lot of times I get in my car and it'll come on right after a song plays from my brother. And usually when I first turn on the car, I'll have my radio off, and I'll just be driving and think, and I do a lot of meditating when I'm driving, and I just kind of zone out, hear a little voice say, turn on the radio, and I'll turn on the radio, and I'll turn it to my brother's country station, and it'll be George Strait playing, and then it'll usually play Garth Brooks, and I'll change it, because I don't really listen to country music, to be truthful. I listened to it when I was a child, but I stopped listening to it as an adult. I didn't listen to country music anymore, because I didn't feel like the new country music was any good. It turned into like pop music. I could tell that the frequency of country music changed. It changed after the 80s. They took the harmonica out, and they took the violins out, and those were what I loved most about country music, was those other sounds, the steel guitar, all of those things. There's nothing like that really grounds you to your roots in your soul of the land that you come from. So this song was on, and I felt like I had to stop and listen to it. And I've never really listened to this song. Well, I've listened to it a few times when I took my kids to see the movie Shrek when they were little, and I liked this song. But this was playing on the device here, and I just started bawling, because I knew it was from our guardian angels. So I'm going to try not to cry when I read the lyrics. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay. It is Make You Feel My Love. I'm sure a lot of you know this song. It says, when the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear and there's no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry. I'd go black and blue. I'd go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. The storms are raging on the rolling sea and on the highway of regret. That's true, because we're going to have some rolling seas, because people are going to have to repent. The winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. I know we haven't. I can make you happy, make your dreams come true. Nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you, to make you feel my love. Man, folks, we gotta step into our purpose. We really do. This is time. It's time for everybody to wake up. It's time for you to wake up. So, I'm going to end this video here. I'm sorry I got so emotional. But it's kind of like when I get these messages, I channel them through somehow. I don't know how it happens, but I get overcome with emotion. And my brother came and visited me last night. And maybe that's one of the reasons that I woke up so early. Was that he was talking to me. He was telling me things. And so he wants me to talk to his children. He said, Jackson. He wants me to talk to Jackson. And about doing the seed bank with me. And I said, well, how am I going to get him to do that? He said, have a conversation. So I'm going to go make me a tea. Oh, you know, because I keep saying I need help, I need help, I need help. I have all these good things that I want to do to give back to the mother, because she's been so abused. She's been done so wrong. You know, they used to love her so much in the past. You know, you can't be born if you don't have a mother. And this earth is our mother. And we have done her bad. And so, you know, I just want to do as many things as I can remember doing. And I can remember doing a lot of things. But I always feel like there's this feeling inside of me that we have to have action right now. Folks, we got to get busy planting gardens. We got to get busy going back into our communities. And we got to get busy helping each other start community gardens and preparing for hard times. You guys got to clean up your diet. You got to stop eating all this blood and all this garbage foods full of poison. You guys got to stop. It's keeping you from finding your divine spirit. What do you think philosophy is? Philosophy is love of Sophia. It's the love of knowledge. That's what your soul is knowledge. It's gaining knowledge to take it back to God. Oh, my goodness. So I'm going to make me a cup of tea and calm down. I'm sorry I got so upset. It's not upset. It's actually just emotional. I'm not upset at all. I just get so emotional thinking, just being overwhelmed at how much that we are loved. Even when you think you're alone, you're not. You're never alone. When you think you're alone is when you're the least alone ever. Think about that. You're never alone. Your soulmate's always with you. Anyway, I'm going to make me a cup of tea and have an apple. And when I come back, we're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff, because, man, I've got a lot of stuff I want to share today. And thanks for spending 19 minutes here. Go get you a cup of tea. And I'm going to take my animals out. So, with that, we're living in the past, present, and the future all at the same time. So when you come and find me, I'll be here. Thanks for watching Sacred Enzyme, and I'll catch you on the next one.